But I'm going to give you guys a demonstration of my ability here. Cool. It's dark right now, ain't nobody around, so should be okay. Just this warm up real quick. And, the key is to like keep your wrists in a flow state that will make you flow from place to place, from state to state, in a way that's natural. And first one you want to learn is like that, and then you kind of you can use your arm like you're gonna punch through something, and then, but usually you don't want to do that. You don't want to think something bad when you're doing this, because you want to think something good, like, I'm water, right? I'm water, and this is part of the extension of the water. It's like a boat floating on me as water, right? It's just going around me, and I'm like water as I flow with it. Now there's going to be disruptions. When you're water, you're going to have thunder, you're going to have earth, you're going to have all these elements that will affect it. And in order to maintain, you have to have concentration. And that's the other part about this, especially in the United States, is where this place can suddenly change like that. So it's quiet now on the, all quiet on this side of town. However, give it a couple minutes, or maybe even during daylight, and the whiteness of the city, the light will come, and you will see that there's more people around. There'll be more disruptions. That's why I chose this right here. There's probably all these people on Saturday night, where they're enjoying themselves, or they're doing something, and there's a lot of space where you can do this. I feel like that whether or not we have control of this, like thoughts in our head, the environment can be manipulated by many groups or cadres, packs, people that have their desires or whatever angles they're pushing for politics and whatnot. It can be many places where you can have this suddenly happen. And it starts with, just like pollution, picking something up off the ground. You gotta be able to control your brain. And if you can't do that, from what I've learned in martial arts, it's very destructive, and it leads to a lot of confusion in my life. My life, I've had a lot of that, but if you can see that, then it starts to make sense and it comes together, and then you can be aware of other things around you that you don't realize that all of this is related to that type of martial arts, which is art. That's why it's called martial arts. Otherwise, it would be called something like gladiator school or whatever. The design is different, but then you have different settings too. So it brings me back to my point. It's not a dojo. Right? This is an open, free environment, and actually, you can be very easily manipulated, very easily misconstrued with a lot of things, a lot of environmental factors can come to play really quickly. So when you first start out, I recommend that you do it in a place, in your own sanctuary, where you're not distracted by something external environment. So you have this idea of self-continuity. You're aware of what I'm doing in this moment, instead of like something that, I won't be aware, I'd be too aware of somebody else, maybe, just like there's a good example of that right there. Right? You have to kind of just be aware of what you're doing and how you do it. As you can see, I'm not nowhere near being master, but I enjoy this particular art form, and I think it is fun to do and keeps you in shape as well. So if you want to practice something like that, get a hold of something that doesn't have to be professional. It doesn't have to be like something that was given to you by somebody. It can be anything. This is what you see. It's a household item, and then afterwards, once you get good enough, and you've maybe earned these things as you go, just like a badge. You earn a badge with doing things involving a group or society. You start to get better, and then you've earned recognition. A belt, you get the belt because you practiced it, and then the people recognize it. But you can keep practicing. You can get better, better, and then it will be a second nature. It will be something that is just like, I don't understand what I'm doing here. You've practiced it, and then you're not aware of the intent of what you're doing as well. You have to be aware of what the environment is doing around you, and then you can elevate to a different area and begin to demonstrate these other abilities that you practice in one place. I did this too with another thing as well, the languages. It's a good idea to, if you want to practice language, you need to be able to know about the place. I recommend studying the language itself and also the history of the people. I came up with an idea a while back that I think is pretty good. You just get some people in a confined space and then start speaking basic words like, up, down, left, right, morning, afternoon, evening, um, things that would require your, daily activities like eating, sleeping, um, you know, uh, interacting with people on a basic level. That is what is necessary. And then when you're in that space, force yourself with these people to do this over and over again. And where you're getting that interaction with those people through speaking to them in this, right, in this confined bubble, your freedom bubble, this area where you get to do as you please, or as they say, maybe you get to be this person that has this freedom to do what they want in this area, and you get the other people to do it with you too, and then you start to learn that language in that confined space, and when you go out, you'll realize, like I did, through a lot of hard pain and suffering and work, blood, sweat, and tears, right? That this is, you'll apply it because of the way your psychology is, um, your id, your ego, and your super ego, and you will identify that much more easily in another environment. So when you're alone, you can only learn so much. But if you take that special space and you introduce something external into your space, you're going to get something very personal, and it will be a substantial gain in your learning whatever language you want to do. So it's a piece of advice that can it's not easy to speak languages, and if you learn to do it um, around people that speak it, it's much more easier, and you will succeed a lot instead of right wanting to do it on your own. There's a saying is it was when in Rome, do as the Romans do. No. It was many people make easy job. Yeah, this is true in any circumstance. You can apply that to any facet of life and become better as you learn through progress. So, hope you enjoyed that quick tutorial demonstration, and have a good night.